It is hard running a small business, especially when you are a entrepreneur who is doing things all by themselves or thinking about growing a team or just trying to figure out how to grow. And today we're going to talk about 4 ways for you to get support inside of your small business. And these are just thoughts that I have, and I hope you find them helpful. I'm Lauren with the Smarter Creative, and I am here to help creative small business owners work smarter in their business instead of harder. I put new videos out every week, so subscribe to my channel if you find this helpful and if you vibe with me, and turn on your notifications to be the first to know when I have a video out. And let's get into how to get support in your business. So the first thing is you got to find community. A lot of support just comes from knowing and being in relationship with other small business owners. And can I just say, these small business owners do not need to be the same kind of entrepreneur that you are. If you're a social media marketing person, agency, expert, whatever, you don't need to only hang out with other social media experts, agencies, whatever. You actually will benefit a lot from other entrepreneurs who are running successful businesses and can cheer you on along the way, because all small businesses honestly are dealing with the same thing, right? Like, we're all looking to make a profit. We're all looking to pay our people well if we have a team. We're looking to navigate difficult clients and customers. And like, that's across the board. Like, if you have a business, it's because you're selling something to someone. You have to make money and you have to make that sale and deal with people or companies, whoever you are in business with. So you do not have to be in community with the same kind of entrepreneur, but some kind of small business owners. I am sure you have friends and people who love you and support you, but there is something about being a small business owner and putting everything on the line. Or if you just have a side hustle and you're trying to figure out what to do with it, having other small business owners or side hustlers on your side will help you stay focused and determine like what you really want to do. I highly encourage you to make connections in real life, in person, to get coffee with people, to have phone calls with people and text message conversations with people. But if it is only online, if that's where you are able to find your community, that is totally fine. But you need to find a place where you can be vulnerable with you're struggling with, and a place where you can celebrate, and to find people to come alongside of you, or a person to come alongside of you, to be there with you when things are not so great, and to celebrate you when things are awesome. And we all need people in our lives to lift us up when we're low and to just celebrate us when things are high, with no competition, right? Like, we are here for community over competition. I can cheer you on if you're in community with me without it being a threat to my business and my livelihood. And that is the kind of community that I really want to encourage you to find. There are networking groups. Put yourself out there. If there is nothing in your community, consider being the one to bring some people together. Host a coffee like networking group. If you're a male or a female, maybe it's specific to gender. If it is creatives, maybe you're bringing photographers and graphic designers and videographers together, or wedding professionals together. Like, whatever it is, make it if it doesn't exist, or just if there's someone in your area and you find them on Instagram, maybe just DM them and ask them if they'd be down to meet for coffee, and suggest like, hey, would you mind doing this like collaborative entrepreneurship community thing with me? And just like, we can cheer for each other as needed and bring issues to one another to kind of brainstorm and everything. I really think masterminds are a thing right now because community is really hard to find. And ideally, we shouldn't really be paying for masterminds to encourage one another and kick ideas around if we have solid community of people. So that is step one of getting support, is finding your people, being in community with them, and sharing all of your business with them. The second thing to do to find support inside of your business is to know your strengths. What are you really good at? What are you passionate about inside of your business? What is it that only you can do inside of your business? And really hone in on what those strengths are. And if you know what you are really, really good at, and you know like what else is just busy work, it's things that you spend your time doing but you're not the best at, like it's not a strength of yours, figure out how you can automate or outsource those things that you need to run your business that are not one of your core strengths. How can you make use of AI and technology and workflows, or just virtual assistants or social media managers or graphic designers, like people who can come alongside you to take some of the more busy work off of your hands, or maybe you can straight up eliminate some of the busy work that you do. If you really think about how your business is and where your strengths are and where you maybe should or should not be marketing, maybe you can simplify your business to really hone in on your strengths and what you're good at and what you feel called to do in this world. To know your strengths as a business owner is one of the most crucial things you can possibly know about yourself, because that's going to be able to help you formulate how your business is going to grow, what place like you really need to be in inside of your business to keep order and to keep the vision alive. So take the time to think about in your business what you are best at and figure out the ways to automate, eliminate, and delegate the rest of it. And probably not in that order, probably automate, delegate, eliminate everything else in your business. And this might not be a place where you're able to invest in your business just yet to be able to spend the money on automations and workflows, spend money on delegating to other people, or straight eliminating tasks. Like you might not just be in that season yet, but dream about what you could in the future do. What could you in the future delegate? Could you delegate your graphics or your social media or your website copy or your invoicing and bookkeeping? Like, what is it that you could take off your plate that will serve you? And put that out into the world and think about it and dream about it, so that when you have a chance to actually put somebody on your team, you know the first thing that you need somebody to do, and it's not to do what you are good at, is to bring somebody in that's good at what they are good at, that complements your strengths, who doesn't have the exact same strengths as you do. And then the third thing I want you to think about when bringing support into your business is just, what don't you know? And I know it's hard because like you don't know what you don't know. So you probably don't even know what you don't know, but you might hear people talk about, different systems that you need in place, different strategies you need in place. And these are the times to either figure out if you want to be the one to learn it and to take the course or to do the training to really figure it out and to learn what you don't know, to know what you don't know. Or it could be time to bring in an expert for a short period of time to set your business up for success in the long term, because they have the expertise to do it. I mean, that's what I do with my Dubsado setups. Dubsado is a CRM system, so it's a customer relationship management system. It's great for service-based entrepreneurs who are working one-on-one with clients and providing a service. And Dubsado is able to do all your invoicing, your billing, collect your payments, send contracts, collect signatures on contracts, proposals. It'll automate your entire client journey inside of it, automatically send out questionnaires and forms. It'll replace your Calendly. It'll have scheduler links. Like, it does so much. And you can DIY it, but you don't know what you don't know. And to learn every little piece about that system, it's going to take time that is limited. So to bring in an expert on something like that, building out your CRM system, building out your project management system, maybe building out a social media plan for you to run with for the next 90 days, that you don't have to think about it because somebody who knows that system better than you has put everything together for you to do. And it is an investment. Like, bringing somebody on to do that is an investment. But I'm going to tell you, it will save you so much mental energy to know that you had somebody who is an expert that you can trust, who wants to take care of your business and set you up for success. And there's something really nice about hiring an expert for a one-time thing to set you up that you're not having an ongoing relationship with. Like, I have nothing against virtual assistants, and I think they are much needed for certain things. But sometimes you just need the right systems and processes set up one time to set you up for success for the next year, 3 years, 5 years, whatever it is. And you don't necessarily need someone that you're working with every single week to keep those processes kind of going. Like, you're either paying someone a low amount for ongoing help, or you're paying somebody a high amount to set you up to not have to work with anybody anymore. And I'm an introvert, so I like the one and done thing. Like, we're good. Like, I got you set up. You're on your way. Amazing. So if you need Dubsado help, I am here for you. And then I know experts in other fields of other systems. If you need help there, or I can point you in the right directions to find help with those different systems so you can be set up for success. And the fourth step in finding support for your business, and it's not really like a how-to step, it's really just like a cautionary tale. If you want to get support in your business, you have to trust others. From finding your community, to delegating your tasks, to bringing in an expert one time to help set something up for you, you have to trust them. You cannot micromanage them. It will not serve you, and it will certainly not serve the person that you're bringing on to trust in your business. You don't have all the answers, and you might bring somebody into your business to help you, support you, and they might do it differently than you do. And that's to be expected because they are not you, right? Like, they're going to have a different way of looking at things. So your job is to know your business well and to be able to communicate the higher vision of your business, to communicate the end goal of what needs to happen, and then be a little bit more hands off with the how that happens. You need to be clear on the what, the when, the why, but the how bit, like, that is something, if you're bringing people in to support you tangibly in your business, the how they help you I would just encourage you to be open-handed with it. If you can cast the vision of the why, the what needs to happen, why it needs to happen, and when it all needs to happen by, and you jive with the person that you're bringing on to help you, I just trust them to do it. And if they make an error, it's okay. Like, your business is not going to go under, and that person's going to grow and understand more about your business and what you need than if they didn't have an error in the first place. So just know that them working inside of your business, it will be hard at first because you're trying to figure out how to communicate and set expectations, especially if you've never managed anybody before. It's hard. Like, in managing people is a learned skill. It's not something like it just comes naturally to you. You have to learn how to manage people. There are books for that. You should go read them. To manage people, to be a good leader, it really takes knowing your vision of your company and then knowing your strengths and what you are good at. And then if you have just a community of people, to trust them to hold parts of your business sacred. And I will say trust sometimes can be broken and needs to be built again, but there's something about being vulnerable with people that sometimes you have to be the first one to be vulnerable in order for trust to even build. If we keep all of our relationships surface level, there's no trust that's going to get built anywhere because we're not going deep with one another. So it is really hard to be the first one to go deeper with a friend, but it's really needed. And if you're delegating to somebody, if you have anybody on your team, they are not your emotional support system. Like, don't turn to them for that. That's not what they're there for. They are there to help you with your client work, your systems, your processes, whatever it is that you hired them to do. That is what they are doing. They are not your counselor. They are not there to do more than the tasks on their list, and it is unfair to ask them to do more. I don't know if you've ever had a hard manager that you've worked with in the past or not. I have had some difficult managers that I've worked with, some toxic work environments really propelled me to go into working for myself. And I don't want to be that kind of manager to the people who come into my business to support me. I want to be a support to them. I want to be level-headed. I want to be kind and careful with my words. So I just want to encourage you to do the same. Getting support in your business is doable. You can do it. You have to put in the work to do it, and you have to be willing. You will get hurt in this process. I promise you, you're going to get hurt. But to be willing to do it again and again as you continue to grow your business and do more things and fine-tune your strengths and what you're good at, and then push the rest to somebody else on a team or outsource it or whatever it is as you grow, to make that mental leap to free up time so you can do more and dream more. So you got this. I know you've got this. If you need help in your systems, if you're trying to figure out what systems to have, I would love to collaborate with you and jump on a clarity call to see if Dubsado is the right one, or maybe you need one of my systems audits to really figure out what your business needs. But if you need social media help or editing help or all those things, that is not my wheelhouse, and I wish you good luck with finding your support for that, because there are amazing people out there that are looking to support amazing people like you. So go find them. I'll see you next week.